Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders Cup. This is the first qualifying round and the game is Martí versus O'Higgins. Martí is philosophical and organized and Cuba starts with fishing and agriculture. O'Higgins is industrious and creative and Chile starts with mysticism and mining. These are the starting positions. Let's get the resource bubbles on here. Martí starts here on the western coast of the starting continent. 2 resources of stone. There is some wheat and some deserts around as well. Over on the eastern part we find the starting position of O'Higgins. There are some cows, there is iron, there is marble, some wheat, there is a river with floodplains, and out here is some fish. Let's get the game rolling then. No point in wasting time. Martí of Cuba, O'Higgins of Chile. Let's see what they can do here in the first qualifying round. We are 1 city each, turn 40 now. They are getting their second cities up as well, and O'Higgins first to 3 cities, so they are in different religions, and O'Higgins is annoyed with Martí. As we can see, 3 cities each. It looks like they are building and not settling towards each other very much, but there comes Martí with a city out towards O'Higgins. 5 cities O'Higgins, 4 cities, 5 cities each, 6 cities to 5. They are building cities now, sending settlers out, and they can of course reach the other continents. As you can see on the minimap, it is very close to the continent up north, and we see Martí is building cities up there. O'Higgins now with 7 cities, slightly higher in score at the moment. And I'm just looking, Martí is 0.8 the strength of O'Higgins as well, but he is building a city all the way up to the northwest, I mean, and O'Higgins on the northeast. White and very light blue. You can see the difference on the minimap, but only just 11 cities, 12 cities to 10 now. Turn 176, 177. And they are fighting for a place in the second qualifying round here, and we have another city, 12 cities each now, and now O'Higgins is furious with Martí, and this means that there soon will be a war, isn't it? Engineering now, and next divine right for Martí. O'Higgins is on theology. Martí 0.9 the strength of O'Higgins. They are equal in score because they are changing positions on the leaderboard so often that I have trouble paying attention to who gets who actually, but engineering was gotten now by somebody, 14 cities to 12, favoring Martí at least. And we see they are still expanding, they still have some room for expansion, but what is all the way to the west may be unreachable until astronomy. So they are running out of room for expansion. Martí with 15 cities, O'Higgins with 12. And they are equal in score, approximately equal in score. Well, Martí has a few more points in score, and there is the first war. Martí 0.9 the strength of O'Higgins, 17 cities to 12 at the moment, going for education, while O'Higgins is on nationalism, 18 cities to 12. And it's very difficult to see the borders on the minimap, I apologize for that, but this is the cup and I haven't paid attention to the colors they have on the map, because that would take way too long time to go through all the 300 and something leaders. 18 cities to 12, and optics for O'Higgins, while nationalism for Martí. Gunpowder next for O'Higgins as well. Now Martí has a lot more score than O'Higgins as well. 19 cities to 12 as he settled yet another one. Martí 19 to 12. And going for corporations, while O'Higgins is on military science. Turn 280 is here with 19 to 12 cities. Optics for Martí, I believe. Astronomy next as well for the Cuban leader now. Education for O'Higgins. Martí is 0.9 the strength of O'Higgins, so he's not building up military, but he has 22 cities now to O'Higgins's 12, which is a very good advantage to have Martí. I believe that Martí has the advantage here now. Higher in score, more in cities, and also getting gunpowder, going printing press, 23 cities to 12. Well, there is the next war. Martí and O'Higgins are equal in military power though. 23 cities to 12 though, which means Martí has a lot more cities where he can build units. Let's see if O'Higgins numbers change. 24 cities to 12. Martí has twice the number of cities, 23 to 13. O'Higgins took a city there. I believe O'Higgins took a city in that war, because he's up to 13 and Martí is down to 23. But Martí is now a little bit stronger than O'Higgins, which means that O'Higgins is probably losing units in the battle. But he has won a city this far, turn 317 now. Martí 23 cities, O'Higgins 13. Now O'Higgins lost a city again, he's down to 12. But he's up to the 13 again, and Martí is settling cities, up to 24 to 13 the city count. Still in war, and Martí is now slightly stronger than O'Higgins as well. O'Higgins with still 13 cities though, so he doesn't lose cities. And we have the peace treaty, and O'Higgins is going replaceable parts and probably rifling after that. And physics for Martí, 24 cities to 13. And O'Higgins goes astronomy after that actually, and now Martí goes replaceable parts. We are at turn 332. 333, 25 cities to 13. Martí has the advantage, a clear favorite in my opinion at the moment, Martí, but he only has 1.1 times the strength of O'Higgins. And now there is another war, 25 cities to 13. Martí is going steam power, O'Higgins is going scientific method. 14 cities now O'Higgins, down to 13 again, so he must have lost it. Up to 14 again. O'Higgins is fighting well now. He's fighting well from a position of fewer cities and less score. But 15 cities O'Higgins is settling cities as well, I think. 15 cities, they are equal in score at the moment. 26 to 15 is the city count. O'Higgins is going physics while Martí is going railroads. 26 cities to 15 and railroads for Martí. That is an advantage. That is probably going to pay off in the long run. O'Higgins on rifling though. O'Higgins on rifling with 15 cities towards Martí's 26. Can really O'Higgins come back from this? I think Martí must be such a big favorite here. The peace treaty has come, of course. Well, I say of course, but that is because I just noticed it. 27 cities for... sorry. 27 cities for Martí, 15 cities O'Higgins. We are at turn 365, and we are looking at another war once the peace treaty is over, and there the peace treaty is over. Martí 1.1 times the strength of O'Higgins, 28 cities to O'Higgins 16. But this game is still not over. I just feel that Martí should have won this, because he should have done better in the wars. He has not, but he's up to 29 cities to O'Higgins' 17. 30 cities now Martí, and assembly line next in a turn and going fascism. It comes a time where the advantage in tech and the advantage in number of cities just is going to be too much for Martí not to win. 31 cities to 18. Still no war, but he's 1.3 times the strength of O'Higgins at the moment, and turn 383 now. 31 to 18, O'Higgins is going steel though, and electricity for Martí though, 32 cities to 19. So 19, they are almost out of room for expansion on the map as well. Just a few spots that you can see scattered around the minimap, ready for city settling. They could squeeze in 4 or 5 more cities, I believe. But now Martí also is on rifling, while O'Higgins is on railroads. Martí is 1.4 the strength of O'Higgins, 33 cities versus 19. Versus 20, I mean. And Martí, if there should be another conflict now, I believe Martí, now with rifling as well, should be strong enough to take on O'Higgins and win the war and win the domination. 1.5 times the strength of O'Higgins at the moment, 33 cities to 20, and O'Higgins going railroads. Martí is going radio, but he is not really going that fast. He's probably upgrading units. 21 cities O'Higgins now, turn 396. 34 cities to 21, and Martí is going radio, but he is upgrading units still, because he's only spending 10% of his commerce on research, and we see he's getting a lot of plus. Martí is the home leader, so the positive gold per turn that you see in the top left corner, that is for Martí, and he is using them to upgrade units. I believe he is doing that. Upgrading to rifles. He's up to 1.7 times, 1.8 times the strength of O'Higgins now. And once we see he starts taking, and now he has started taking again a little bit, which means that he must be planning a war. 35 cities for Martí, 21 for O'Higgins. We are at turn 4, 06. And I believe that this is exciting now. O'Higgins, he still hasn't really lost the game, although Martí 1.8 times the strength. That is dangerous for O'Higgins now. The next war could be brutal for O'Higgins, and there we have it. The next war is on 35 cities to 21. Martí 2 times as strong as O'Higgins, twice the strength. In other words, O'Higgins with 21 cities, and Martí is going towards industrialism as well, while O'Higgins is on electricity. How long will it take for Martí to win the domination here then? 35 cities to 21 is the advantage, and O'Higgins on 21 cities still hasn't lost any. Martí 2.3 times the strength of O'Higgins now. Turn 4, 16. And I believe Martí is going to win this now. I cannot see him losing it. With 35 to 21 cities, how can he ever lose? Well, if O'Higgins went culture or something like that, he can of course lose. It depends, but now with industrialism, he should be able to start taking cities. 21 is still the city count for O'Higgins here on the map. Of course, he could settle one more somewhere, but the same could Martí, I believe. 35 to 21, it has been that way for a very long time, but Martí, he is more than twice as strong as O'Higgins, so he should really be taking cities, but he is not. That is a little bit of a concern, really, because that means that O'Higgins could catch up in tech before Martí wins domination, and that means O'Higgins could actually turn it all around. He is on his way to industrialism himself, O'Higgins now. Martí is on plastics. 35 to 21 is the city count. Maybe Martí is trying to go space or something, I don't know. Turn 4, 33 at least, 35 to 21 cities. A little bit passive game by Martí. He is the strongest leader, he has more cities, he is 2.4 times the strength of O'Higgins, he has a lot more in score, but he doesn't seem that eager or able actually to take cities from his opponent. That is really weird, Martí, that you cannot do that, because O'Higgins is so much weaker than you, you really should be able to. But no, it doesn't look that way. O'Higgins is taking very slowly towards industrialism. Maybe O'Higgins is really trying to go culture here? Can O'Higgins steal a cultural victory under the nose of a stronger Martí? That is a possibility now, because Martí is not taking O'Higgins' cities, which means that he is not. He took one there, O'Higgins is down to 20. O'Higgins is down to 20. Martí is 4 turns away from artillery as well. 36 to 20 is the city count. O'Higgins has lost one. He has lost another one. Now Martí is doing it. 3.3 times the strength of O'Higgins, and Martí is taking cities now. Suddenly he has begun taking cities, which means that he could be on for domination. In the not too distant future, 19 cities left for O'Higgins. Martí up to 37, and he's going rocketry, and he is 3.4 times the strength of O'Higgins. 18 cities now, O'Higgins. Suddenly Martí has started taking cities here. O'Higgins down to 18. And it doesn't look good for O'Higgins. 17 cities now. Martí, he took his time, but once he started taking cities, he didn't look back. Or he doesn't look back. Now 17 cities, 16 cities for O'Higgins. Martí has finally broken through. 3.5 times the strength of his opponent. 16 cities left for O'Higgins. How many more must Martí take before he has won the domination? That is the question. He has 40 cities now, Martí, and O'Higgins with 16. We are at turn 4, 5, 6. I believe if Martí, yes, there it is, 15 cities, another one has fallen. O'Higgins is on the defensive now, clearly he's on the defensive. Martí with 41 cities, O'Higgins with 15, and we are looking at this now, and I think Martí must be close to domination here. 15 cities for O'Higgins, 15 cities left, but he is taking so slowly, O'Higgins. Is he really trying to go for culture still? Can he win culture with 15 cities left? Martí, can you take more? You must take more to get the domination because you don't have it yet. O'Higgins is 9 turns away from industrialism though. Martí is a turn away from satellites. 15 cities for O'Higgins. But now it looks like Martí is on composites. 41 cities to 15, 7 turns left to industrialism for O'Higgins. Can he survive that long with Martí almost 4 times the strength of O'Higgins? And 41 to 15 in city count. Turn 467 now. Turn 467. O'Higgins still surviving with his 15 cities. Still surviving. Martí with 41 cities, O'Higgins with 15. Can Martí take more? You started to take cities, Martí. O'Higgins had, 21 or something like that? Now it's down to 15, but Martí doesn't seem to be able to take more cities though. Maybe he doesn't want to, I don't know. 15 cities left for O'Higgins. And this is dangerous for Martí. We are at turn 470. And if O'Higgins has been running the cultural slider, he could be close to a cultural victory now. That is the danger that Martí runs when he doesn't take cities from O'Higgins fast enough and get the domination. I don't know if O'Higgins has gone culture though, but he is taking so slowly. It is either that or he is paying through the nose for his military units to defend himself. That is the other option, and that is a plausible option. But let's see, 14 cities, there he lost another one. Martí took one, he's on lasers. O'Higgins 37 turns away from combustion. 14 cities, still no domination. Turn 475, 42 cities to 14. Martí still has not won the domination win. So he needs to take more cities. O'Higgins up to 15 cities though left again. Oh my. 3 turns from lasers for Martí. 41 cities to 15 O'Higgins. Well, it could have culturally flipped back to O'Higgins. Now he's down to 14 cities again. Martí up to 42 again. Turn 479. 42 cities to 14. O'Higgins, what are you doing? Martí is 4.6 times as strong as O'Higgins. And it goes to show, I think, that Martí is not really that good at warfare. Because if Shaka had been here instead of Martí, or if Montezuma had been here instead of Martí, they would have made short process of this game a long time ago. They would have attacked and taken cities, but O'Higgins has defended himself. O'Higgins has defended himself very well. 14 cities left. Turn 485, and this looks like it is going to be maybe going into overtime. Maybe, just maybe. Martí with 43, O'Higgins down to 13 now. Down to 13 cities. Where is the domination? Is it anywhere near? Martí, are you going to continue press on? Getting flight now, Martí. 43 cities to 13. We are at turn 488. 5.6 times the strength of O'Higgins. 6 times as strong. 5.9 times as strong at the moment, which means O'Higgins must have lost some units in the war, and there is 12 cities. Martí is going biology, but 44 cities to 12, and I don't see the domination yet. Turn 490. Turn 490. 45 to 11. O'Higgins with 11 cities. O'Higgins with 11 cities. And this must be close. Martí with the golden age. 45 cities to 11. 6.8 times the strength of O'Higgins, and O'Higgins. Well, I have seen some border expansion. I haven't seen any legendary cities, but maybe O'Higgins just simply has been trying to spend all his money defending himself. He's down to 10 cities though. Now this must be close. Turn 4. Sorry, excuse me. This game has been so long. And there is the domination win. There is the domination win. Turn 496, 2076 AT. Martí has won the domination win and he is through to the second qualifying round. Congratulations. Four wars were declared, O'Higgins with the first two, a 0-0 standoff and a 2-1 victory. Martí declared the last two, a 1-1 stalemate and a 12-0 victory that led to his domination 2076 turn 496 victory. Exit and stats and stuff. Here we see the graphs. We see that Martí is the light, very light blue. O'Higgins is the white. This is the score. This is the GNP, the production, the food, the power, the culture, and the espionage. And we go to the demographics then and see the numbers. Martí's numbers to the left, and then we have O'Higgins to the right. Sorry for the coughing again. We see all 4-digit numbers on the GNP, the production and the food. That is good for Martí. Let's go top 6 cities and wonders. Here we have it. Let's go bottom and see that there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 BC era wonders being built in the game. Let's go back to the top. Martí has the number 1 city in Havana, O'Higgins has the number 2 city La Serena, then Martí has the 3rd and 4th, Higgins has the 5th, and Martí has the 6th city. Statistics then. Martí with 35 cities built, 5 religions founded and 2 golden ages, currently on 73 windmills, 62 workshops, 29 towns he did build in his cities, 38 granaries, 36 lighthouses and harbors, and we see down to 5 Confucian temples. Let's go page down and see a complete page, the Pentagon at the bottom. Let's go page down again and see a Buddhist stupa is the last building on the list. Let's go to the current units of Martí then. 99 infantries, 48 destroyers, 43 workers down to 1 caravel he did train in his cities, 91 tanks, 90 workboats, 73 marines down to 11 mobile artilleries. Page down. Then we see 1 bomber at the bottom there. Let's go page down again. And okay, line up. Yes, the bomber was the last built. Let's look at the kills then. 97 cavalry, 70 infantry, 31 frigates, down to 1 privateer. Let's go page down, and 1 horse archer at the bottom of the kills list. The losses: 53 tanks, 42 infantry, 31 marines, down to 1 settler. The numbers of O'Higgins: 21 cities built, 2 religions, 2 golden ages, currently on 21 windmills, 12 farms, 10 workshops, towns and forest preserves. He did build in his cities 21 granaries, 18 lighthouses, 16 theaters and barracks, as down to 5 Buddhist stupas. Let's go page down and see Moai statues at the bottom of that page. Page down again to see the Great Wall as the last building on the list. The current units done for O'Higgins: 27 infantry, 14 carabineros, 9 workers down to 1 ship of the line. He did train a total of 96 cavalries, 41 caravels, 37 workboats, down to 8 swordsmen. Let's go page down. And we see 1 great engineer at the bottom of the list of units trained. Let's confirm the kills: 53 tanks, 42 infantry, 31 marines, down to 1 worker, and the losses: 97 cavalry, 70 infantry, 31 frigates, down to 1 horse archer. Page down, and 1 privateer at the bottom there. Time for the victory condition screen. Here we see Martí with 74.22% of the land area, thus winning domination. We also see that O'Higgins has 1 legendary city already and 44 turns away from Villarrica. And Puente Alto as the number 3 city. I believe he may have lost his original number 3 city, maybe. So maybe he was heading for a cultural victory. What do I know? Martí built the Apollo program, has built 2 casings. Nobody built the Apostolic Palace or United Nations. Let's go exit and take a look at the cities. Martí with 46 of them, so let's click here and sort by population and go to the top. Baracoa Pop 19, Bayamoholugin 17, and you can see they are for the most part happy, but some are unhappy, and the top cities are unhealthy, but if you go longer down the list, they are usually healthy. Good to decent to good base food, decent-ish base commerce, good actually production as I can see. Matanzas Pop 12 is the last city on page wall, bottom. 12 Matanzas, there it is, and Colón and down are on page 2, building the United Nations in Santa Clara, already in 5 turns as you can see. I'm going to go take a look at O'Higgins cities then. He has 10 of them. Let's hope that he can keep them when I do this. Okay, and then click here and sort by population. Rancagua and Arita Pop 12, and we see Talca, Puerto Montt 9 and 8, and they are for the most part unhappy, but they are healthy with 2 exceptions: lowish base food, lowish base commerce, and low production. That means he eventually lost the war. Congratulations then to Martí with the Domination 2076 turn 496 victory, going through to the second qualifying round tomorrow. There is another game in the cup, that's Mary Stewart versus Whitboy, and I hope to see you back then. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders Cup. Goodbye for today.